Alright, so I'm cleaning up from Quadstravaganza the other day, and I took out all my quads out to the field and flew them all night and all day. Crashed a few. This is the worst of the aftermath right here. Not the cat, but this is my like crash quad area. Garage, emergency room, whatever you want to look at it. So this little guy has delaminated arms in the front. I've already got the replacement arms to put on there. Oh no, actually it's got all four arms that need to be replaced. They're all delaminated. And I'm sure some people fly with the arms like this, but I'm like, man, this thing's vibrating enough. I'm not gonna fly it with cracked arms. And plus, when I did do that, the first one that I had, you're setting yourself up for a much worse crash in the end. You know what I'm saying? With a less fun experience, because it's not as fun flying on shitty arms as it is flying on strong arms. You can't change the direction. It's not as agile. And then when it all goes wrong, then you got things like motor wires cut by props. It's really much worse of a crash. That's what happened to mine. I went from having delaminated arms to fucked up motors and all kinds of shit. So I would recommend, if you have delaminated arms, change them. Let's see if I could be more specific, but it is really, really hard to see. Um, yeah, you can see the crack. I can see the crack plainly right there, but maybe if you're not used to looking for it, you won't see it. But believe me, it's delaminated, meaning the laminate that's holding the layers together is no longer doing its job. Yeah. So your structure is failed. Other than that, we had this guy go down because I lost a circlip in the motor. I'm going to attribute it to these high-pitched props. These are 3062s. And just try to remind myself that in the future, if you're flying with high-pitched props like this on these motors, to back it off a little bit. I got a bunch of these VX 140s now. Have one that's the hot rod. The rest of them don't put these props on. And the one that it's on there, only fly it in rotation. Don't fly it back to back. And to check the bolts between flights, because these motors put a lot of strain. I mean, these props, these 3062 props, put a lot more strain on it. It can handle the Jim Fan Flash 3052 with I do those nonstop, but the 3062 is where it draws the line, I guess, and starts breaking. This one, I just got to put a receiver in it and put it together. I've installed the new flight controller in there, so I'm just waiting until I get the right receiver to plug in there, or make up a harness myself. This is the lipo damage. I thought I had fried lipos because the Hawk 5 brought some of my lipos down really low, but they've recovered. And it seems like that's the way to do it. Everybody teaches his own though. So we have 750 milliamp hour 4S graphenes, starting from the left right here. We have 850 milliamp graphene infinities. The first ones are, what does that say?
So I haven't been anywhere or done anything except come to Chicago.
Turnigy graphenes.
Try to make my way.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, Turnigy graphenes right there. We got 5 of those 750s. Under that, we got the Infinity graphenes, 850 milliamp hours. All 4S in this line. Next up, we got 1300 milliamp 4S. And they're all XE60s in this line too. 1300 milliamp right there next, with the G&B, the R-line tattoo, and the regular tattoo. They go back to the Infinity for the 1500 MAV with the XT60, and finish up with the 1800 MAV XT60 connector. And these are ZOP power, surprisingly good for the price. Then we go to our XT30 connectors. We got the Infinity, which is a battery I use most Infinity graphene, the XT30 connector. Then we got the Pulse Power Racing XT30 connector, and these are 850 milliamp hours also, I believe. Oh no, they're 860, sorry. So we got the Infinity Graphenes up top, they're 850 milliamp hours, and we got the Pulse Racing 860 milliamp hour XT30s. Then the R-Line Tattoo 650 milliamp hour on the bottom, also with the XT30 connector. Moving down to the 3S, we have Florian, and that's 1500 milliamp hours, and we have Nanotech Graphene, that's 1300 milliamp hours with the XT60 connector again. Beneath that, we got the 6S batteries, and I think they're R-Line Tattoos and No Hype. We only got 3 of those. And then from there we go to the 2S, got some R-Line Tattoos and some Beta FPV 2S for the Baby Hawk. I'm not for the Baby Hawk, for the Full Speed Leader 120. We got some 2S left over from the, what was that, the Elf, DYS Elf, which I no longer have. And we got the 1S batteries, and we got the random batteries we use to charge shit over there. Those are 3S. So yeah, that's pretty much the aftermath. Everything survived. Everything up there still is flying as it should. Those are the ones that need a little help after.
Yes.
So not too bad. And I added this little thing to the inventory here. I want to go try that out as soon as possible, for sure. See how fast they're going to go. I've already put in my predictions. I'll run through this right quick. 100 miles an hour for the Hawk 5, 75 for the,
Something wrong?
what is that thing, 200 GT King Kong.
Yeah, sure.
80 probably for the Real Act Real 5, 80 for the B-Fight, probably 50 for the
I know you.
Sinma,
You're
50 for the Florian,
Golden Purpose.
50 or 60 for the Holy Bro.
Yeah.
VX 140 probably 65,
What do you do
70.
for a living, man?
Gap RC probably
Traveling
80.
lady shoes.
The HDLRC
Show 'em,
XD
Mike.
probably 80. Full Speed Leader 120 probably 60. The Ishin Aurora 68 probably 60, and then one beside it is the Aris
You enjoy the rest of
X80
your
probably
dinner.
about
That's what I'm getting at.
40,
Thanks.
30, 40 miles an hour for that tiny little one down there. We'll see. We'll see. No bullshit. No guessing anymore. No estimating. We're gonna have real speed. So,
Watch that door from right there.
looking forward to that. Anyways, I just wanted to do that little update after Quadstravaganza. I am working on the video as we speak, I promise. It is a fucking shitload of video. I mean, I was out there all night and all day. That's like hours and hours of flying. And plenty of video, both HD and goggle video, so it's gonna take me a long
What's your name?